Hey guys, my name is Brigham.
And I'm Noah.
We are the Sunday Brothers, owners of Storybox Studios, an animation studio that focuses on family-friendly content, kids content, co-viewing content. It's our bread and butter.
That's right. Between the both of us, we have 10 kids. I've got 6 boys.
And I have 4 girls.
So between the both of us, we have girls and boys covered of kind of what they like, what they're into. We love kids and family content. We love animation. And that's why we're here today, to break down some stuff.
We're exploring this new channel. We're excited about it to break down the newest and latest trailers, upcoming media in the kids and family genre. And we want to talk about it. We want to talk about its impact on families. We want to talk about what makes it good, what makes it bad, and just in-depth analysis of this genre, which we love.
Yeah, and we'll also review some older content, potentially, some old cartoons that we grew up with and love, and how much we miss it, and the bad stuff that we used to watch, the lame stuff that we used to watch. So, should we jump into this first one?
Yeah, why don't you tell them about what we're watching first?
So today, we will be watching the Super Mario Brothers official teaser trailer that dropped not too long ago, and we're excited to check it out, and we will break it down, analyze it, talk about all things Mario and the story.
So let's break down this trailer.
Okay, here we go. Pictures up.
First thing, we're kind of break this down this way. Do you want to pause it as we go?
Yeah, let's just we'll pause it. We watched it through once.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just pause it and talk about it.
And again, I am also bringing in some other things I've heard, but this initial thing, the lava, the color contrast, powerful. The lava. We have an ice castle in the background. I heard one commenter already make a comment about the ice castle possibly representing Disney, and this is Nintendo's or who's steamrolling this out.
Universal.
It's Illumination.
Illumination.
So Illumination is rolling this out, kind of like, and so this guy's interpretation of this scene was like, hey, here's the Disney castle. Look at this new big bad boy coming in
to destroy.
Coming in hot.
With Nintendo.
So that's one interpretation we'll kind of see.
It kind of does look like the Disney, whose castle is that? Sleeping Beauty's castle?
Yeah, or Elsa's Ice Castle.
Ice Castle.
Yep.
Let's go destroy it. Let's see how they do it.
Yep. And initially we have this drop of lava. This fantastic something big is coming.
Yeah, Rick gets your attention right away. Yeah, I love that contrast. The blue and the red. So it is an island coming now.
Yeah.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
So this is epic. We're just going to stop it right here, but this is epic. And again, we have Koopa, the king. No, what's his name?
Bowser.
We have Bowser, the king of the Koopas. For some reason, he's massive, and all the other Koopas are tiny. So something happened to Bowser.
That's true. He had either really, really big parents, or he was deformed. Steroids, maybe?
That's true. Some weird crossbreed of Koopas. But instantly we have Koopa. I remember as a kid playing Super Mario 3, if you remember, there were airships. And that's kind of what it reminded me of, like Bowser's airship. If you remember,
the cannons that shoot.
At the end of Super Mario 3, you are actually on Bowser's airship, which I don't remember as crazy as what I'm seeing here, but I do remember lava and different things shooting around, and so it's pretty epic. And they're at this tall, and they're arriving at this small little castle, landing right in front of it. And now we're going to see the first intro of Jack Black, who's going to be the voice behind this Bowser character.
Yeah, it's kind of cool they went with Jack Black, who's known for his comedy, for Bowser.
Yeah.
I love epic
these
shots.
Shots.
Yep.
Open the gates!
Okay, pause it. I know we talked about this before privately, but what are your thoughts on that? Like, as a conqueror coming in, is that a threat? Like, open these gates, and then why did they open them?
Yeah, that's a good point. And maybe we'd have to watch the movie, but they did just open the gates. They did as they were told.
Yeah, open the gates.
That seems like a losing strategy.
So maybe he didn't want to come. I mean, maybe they're under the impression like, oh, he wants to chat, but we know they don't want to chat. I don't know. It threw me off a little bit. Like, why are you gonna open the gates, dude?
Yeah. Yes, sir. They just do whatever you're told. No.
Bring out your army, open the gates, let us in.
And they just do it right away.
Is this a tactic that was used throughout history? Maybe they just try that straight up. Like Caesar comes to somewhere, or Hannibal, comes to the Gauls, and he's like, "Hey, open your gates."
Yeah.
You might as well try it.
Yeah, you might as well try the easiest way first and see if they listen.
Open your gates.
I like it, but story-wise, immediately what we've done here is we've set up Bowser, huge, powerful, bringing fire and lava, comes down with a massive island, has a huge army before him, and we're gonna see who he's facing right here.
Good, and also the comedic elements were introduced instantly with the funny little wizard and his voice presenting the king of the Koopas.
Awesome. Yeah,
and also you saw one of the Koopas hiding in his shell, one with an eye patch. So the tone is comedic, which I like.
Yeah,
I
like that's the balance that we like, especially for kids shows where we have some seriousness, but we keep it quirky, keep it fun. Don't take yourself too serious.
So now let's watch how effective this open the gates tactic is.
All right, let's see if it worked.
Attack!
There you go.
Our first extreme comedic, situational comedy element here. And look at the contrast of red and blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
We have the penguins storm out. They're taking it serious, continuing with the epic feel. But of course, they're throwing little snowballs. So that's some. I'm not sure what that's called. Is that irony?
Yeah, the irony of that, and bouncing off Bowser. One thing, just to dive just into the history. I mean, obviously these penguins. We've seen these penguins. We'll talk about that in the history later. But the penguins were prepared. They came out with all their equipment. They were ready for war. They probably saw this ship coming from far away. It was kind of moving slow. Hey guys, we need to get ready. Bowser's ship is coming.
Yep.
Okay. He says open the gate, and so their tactic, maybe they're just moronic, but their tactic is run out and shoot him. Typically when you have a fortress, it's stay in your fortress, get the high ground, and attack.
Yeah. And I guess we're showing that they're idiots right away because they're attacking with snowballs.
But what makes it funny is they're serious idiots.
Yeah.
They're like, the king is there taking it serious. So we have that comedy there, which is kind of funny. But they must not get attacked very much because this tactic is not
Yeah, it reminds me
effective.
of that old show, what's it called? About Mom and Dad.
Oh, Mom and Dad Save the Planet.
Save the Planet.
Starring John Lovitz.
He did fantastic in that show.
And the beautiful, who is the swimsuit model?
Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland. And they had, if just to remind everyone, in that show, they were fighting an army of idiots, and the most dangerous weapon to them was a grenade that said,
"That's right. Pick me up."
Pick me up. And it would destroy them. And you just lay out the grenade, and just each person one by one would come over and pick it up and die. And they would slaughter entire armies from it.
And they would take it serious, kind of like this, but they were complete morons. Fantastic show. If you can get through it, it's painful to watch, but it's funny. And
it's sad to see the penguins that dumb.
Yeah, those poor penguins. And those penguins are from the Mario universe.
Yeah.
They're in different old games. in the Snow Worlds. A lot of times I think they were just kind of background type of characters that would get in the way of things, but they are from the world.
And what makes this funny is the Penguins literally thought this would work. And you're going to see that from the King's statement. He believed, so it must have worked in the past.
You're right, probably was against other penguins.
Yeah, or other creatures in that area. And they're used to being mighty.
Yeah.
But it's not working against this guy.
Yeah. So anyway, this is our over-analysis of this story.
We like to overanalyze and overthink things, but it's kind of fun.
It did work once. They did take out one.
They did take out, they did take out a Koopa.
Yep.
So it has been effective. But now their entire army is on the battlefield in front. And maybe they're trying to protect something other than the star. I don't know.
Yeah, I love the looks on their faces here and just how serious they are. It's awesome.
But a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
Jack Black.
I do not.
Well, that's some magic. So I just gotta pause it real quick on this powers. So I forget his name, the wizard. Obviously just threw the whole army of penguins aside like it was nothing. And now Bowser's using his fire power to probably take down this whole castle. So I'm just wondering if this enormity of their power is going to continue throughout the movie, the actual movie. You know, like, will they be able to take people and just chuck them aside?
The consistency of power.
The consistency.
Which, not to get too much into it, but we see an inconsistency of power throughout so many films, Marvel, everything.
It gets, it gets annoying. It brings up questions when no bullet can hit him. Will Mario be able to never get hit by magic?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep. So that's a good point. The power there.
Yep. Just taking out their whole castle.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
So we see the power of the stars is obviously his intent. I was curious when I first watched this trailer to see, is this about Princess Peach? And she may have a role in it. That we don't know. But it looks like the intent, as we know from the video games, is to get and collect these stars, which sometimes give invulnerability, give power. And he's collecting these stars. The star was there. He's going to get it.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, if I collect all these stars, it's looking like that I will have ultimate power. Or if I collect, I don't know if it's a single star or lots of stars, but it's something like that. It's the MacGuffin that they're going to get. Once they have that, it's the ultimate power. It's something we've seen a million times. It seems like the old Marios were, where is Princess Peach? I want to marry Princess Peach. And then Mario's got to go save her. So
talk about that for a second. Like, what do you think? As a writer and having, we've written some shows and different things, but why a tried and true problem is going the route of Peach. Peach is missing. Peach is, I want to marry Peach. The Ganon Link approach. The Ganon Zelda approach. I've kidnapped the girl, I want to marry her. I know it seems somewhat outdated, but what do you think as a father of 6 boys? What do you think about that approach? Does it demean women? Is this a safer approach? Are they going the safe route? Or is the tried and true, rescue the princess from the castle something that still resonates amongst youth?
Well, going back a little bit, part of me is maybe a little bit disappointed. I hope that there's more to the story than this, and more to his thirst for power than power. That he just wants that power. Like, this is the same story we've seen a million times with other shows, whether it's Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever, where if I get this one item, I'll have ultimate power. Yeah. But I hope he's more than that. I do miss, I hope maybe it's, at least when he's going after Princess Peach, it's going after a girl, and that's a story that a lot of boys and men could relate to. Competing for a girl, trying to win the girl, and maybe he's going about it the wrong way, but that happens as well. But that gives him some depth if he still has Peach as desire.
As a desire too, and also it'd be hopefully we get some depth to Koopa's character. Bowser's character. You remember I just thought of like Illumination's The Grinch, the cartoon.
Yeah.
And I liked it because there was a background of a younger Grinch, which gave depth to the Grinch and who he was and where he came from and why he acted the way he did. Yeah. And even the Grinch movie by Ron Howard had a younger Grinch story to give depth to the bad guy.
You're right.
And so it'd be nice to have a little depth to this bad guy rather than just, oh, I want power, I want to take over the world.
Yeah, I hope we kind of find out some of his backstory about what he's doing. And I'm sure we will, but I hope it's not just surface level. As far as that story about girls and boys, that as far as the traditional story of Mario, because it seems like that's, even in like Mario, like Mario Odyssey, that's still the story. That Bowser wants to marry Peach.
So it's throughout Nintendo's, it's throughout Mario lore that Bowser wants Peach.
Yeah.
You know? And so hopefully it works something like that in. Having 4 girls, I don't feel like it's a disservice to women to, you know, to have some element to be saved. You know, I think you can still have strong women and showcase strong women, and still be in danger.
Yeah, absolutely.
And still, you know, I think it can be done properly in a way.
And what I think is good from the boy perspective is Mario has to do something hard to win her heart. Yeah. He has to become somebody different. He can't just roll out of bed.
He has to change.
And he has to change. He has to become a better Mario to win Peach.
Yeah.
And that shows that you have to, you know, take on responsibility, do something hard, slay the dragon to win the girl. It's not just get the girl.
And then the girl can take part and do things. But I think what I like to see, and we don't have to get too much into this, but I like to see, you know, I like to see those films and old films of saving the day and saving the girl, and still have a strong female character that can make choices for herself and do great things and still have an integral part of the storyline. But I'm kind of a traditionalist, a classical thinker. I like that. I like to. I want to.
And I don't think it means that the girl is helpless or she. No, you know, like the traditional argument here is, that the woman needs a man. In this story, like, but I don't think it means that. You know, like in another story, maybe she could save Mario in a different way.
Yeah, and I think it could be tastefully done.
Yeah.
You know, I think of like Shrek. You know, I like, remember how Shrek goes to save the princess, and she's doing just fine. She's not in complete turmoil.
Yeah.
And then he saves her, and then what's the big twist? You know, she's cursed and she's an ogre. She's an ogre.
Yeah.
You know, and like some kind of different take on that. And so I hope they, for the sake of just how many Mario shows we have, or Mario games we have, that they do somewhat incorporate the princess and Bowser.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so as well. And it'll be interesting to see how they handle Mario and her relationship. You know, because a lot of shows they might take the approach that Peach doesn't need Mario. And Mario doesn't need Peach or whatever. Yeah. You know, but like in the Nintendo world, they are. That's the story.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I remember playing Mario over and over and dreaming and fantasizing of saving a girl on the playground, standing up to a bully to protect her. I like those feelings.
I think so too. I think they're powerful.
And I still have those feelings about my girls and my wife.
Absolutely.
I want to be a protector. I want to help them, save them, protect them. And they still are, you know, they're individual people with amazing talents and abilities and do those different things. But as a man, I want to be the protector. And I think we're losing that a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
In media.
Yeah.
You know, promoting like protection. You know, protect and help.
Absolutely.
And honor them.
Yeah.
You know, be it's like chivalrous, being chivalrous.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's much needed. We better push play again.
Yeah.
Oh, this line, of course, I can't. He's talking to himself. Bowser says, going back a little bit here.
Now who's gonna stop me?
Good
You know,
setup.
he's talking to himself, of course. I assume, but it works. He's telling the story.
Expository conversation he's having with himself, but it's like, who's going to stop me, which leads to the fantastic cut that we're about to see.
Yeah.
With the music. Go ahead and talk about that pipe in this intro here.
So he's coming obviously from another world, huh?
Yeah.
So he's entering in the pipe. I don't know the traditional story, whether he had like a plumbing problem, like he was plumbing at home and he went through the thing and he actually goes through the pipe. But he's entering his new world here.
His upside down world.
Upside down world.
Yep.
And
his homeostasis has changed.
Absolutely.
Entering Act 2.
So this is how stories get kicked off. He's into the next phase, the next act.
And we know this is Chris Pratt's voice, and you're going to know that he's in an upside down world, a new world, because he doesn't recognize Toad, which is the character there. But what we get here is this is going to be a hero's journey. This is going to be a origin story.
Which is fun. Yeah, it's an origin story, and it's fun to see him new to this world, where he's confused and he's looking around and he's not already a master of his domain, but he's going from I'm sure in the movie they'll show him in his regular homeostasis world, and then he's not just gonna pop in here. They'll show him in his regular world and then transport to the new world.
What will be key, and I want to hear your thoughts on this, what will be key in talking about another Illumination film which was fantastic, which is Despicable Me? What made that movie is it Gru? Gru. Was that his name? Gru?
I was singing Groot for a minute, but
yeah, it's Gru. Gru in Despicable Me, what made that movie was his internal journey. He was a grumpy, despicable guy, a bad guy.
That was his homeostasis.
Yeah, that was his homeostasis. Yeah. You threw in that upside down world, the catalyst. You threw in those 3 orphans, and he had to go through a change. And that's why Despicable Me is the greatest of all the Despicable Me's. The other ones are not as good by far, because of that internal journey he had to go. By the end of the film, he was a good guy. He wanted to adopt those girls, and he started to change.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Mario, because Mario, we don't know anything about his personality.
No,
we've never had a movie. We had a limited series we can talk about later, but what are they going to do to showcase this guy needs to go through some sort of internal change, and by the end of the movie, he's a better person because of the journey he went on.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see what kind of growth they can come up with him, because I assume they're not going to make him a static character. I mean, he's kind of like a Mickey Mouse type character that's like perfect, happy all the time, traditionally.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so are we going to make him imperfect at the start?
Yeah.
Somehow, or some needs for growth, he's scared, he's whatever, and he has to have that growth. Or, I mean, they could try to make him a static character and then have other characters grow around him, but I'm guessing they probably won't be able to do that.
Interesting. And also, how do they blend in that with his brother, Luigi?
Yeah.
How does it...
Yeah.
What's their issue? What's the problem? We'll have a bigger problem.
Interesting. Yeah.
With the star, but what's the internal problem going to be?
And that's an area for conflict. As writers, you could talk about the brothers aspect, where you can make this show quite a bit about the brothers and contention,
their
Luigi
relationship.
Their relationship. That's a direction that would be at least worth exploring if you were going to be breaking down the Mario the Mario universe.
But what a fun concept! We have never had an origin story for Mario,
absolutely,
and now we're given one.
Yeah.
This is a character we've all grown up with for our whole lives.
Yeah.
I remember this as a probably 10, 11-year-old. Or younger coming out, and now I get to see an origin story.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the writers and the creators to do it right. And,
they're going to sell a lot of toys.
Absolutely.
And probably a new game.
New games, new Legos, everything. So, yeah, let's keep going. Let's see how he reacts to his entering this new world.
Chris Pratt. A lot of people were ripping on his accent. Epic. Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, awesome.
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom
Pause it
Kingdom,
there.
here we come.
There's Peach's castle.
Yeah.
Beautiful landscape. I mean, this is brilliant. The animation looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, really beautiful.
Toad doesn't sound like I would expect Toad to sound.
No, I mean, we got a hint more at Toad's personality there than we did Mario's. Loud, over the top.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how I would picture him, but yeah, it's interesting. And
Was
you've
Toad
got,
always a boy? I don't even remember.
I don't know. I was always confused. It's kind of like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Ah,
Because isn't Piglet a boy?
I don't know.
I think Piglet's a boy. Let us know. So yeah, I think Toad's a boy. So we get a hint at his personality. Mario, you did hear Chris Pratt try to put on a little bit of an accent at this last
It's
line.
definitely not heavy Italian.
No, it's not the traditional
I'm
sound.
Mario.
Yeah, exactly. You hear a little hint of the first line. I didn't hear much.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Right there, you get a little bit
So
of
Toad must be going there for a reason too, which is interesting. So there's potential for a subplot or a C story.
it. We have to go together.
He had a backpack or something with
Yeah.
a knapsack,
Yeah.
and he must be en route there for some reason too, which is interesting and gets me excited about other stories. See that? Look,
Yeah.
he's got like a yoga pad.
Yeah, you're right. He's got a backpack. He's got a walking stick or something. He's obviously been traveling, and so we're building the team.
And this in the hero's journey, who is this? This is the mentor.
That's there when you get there, right?
When you enter the new world or Act 2, per Joseph Campbell, you meet your mentor, your guide to the new world, and this is our guide. And what a great guide to have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. And I was looking for hints of Mario's personality. Not
much there.
not much there, other than he's obviously excited to go
That one.
to Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
And we also don't see Luigi here.
No, not at all.
He's traveling to Mushroom Kingdom without Luigi. We're going to see glimpses of him later, but that could be a potential story arc or something.
You're right.
You know, where's my brother at?
Where's
You
my
know?
brother? I'm lost. We got to go find Luigi.
Yeah.
And then it's a story of brothers, potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's watch a little more here.
Kingdom, here we come.
Epic music.
Some old school titles.
Pause there.
Yep.
Our first look, Danger. I mean, this is potentially Haunted Mansion type stuff or Bowser's Castle.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there we go with Luigi. He's in danger.
He's in danger. So obviously it might be that he was transferred in another pipe, went a different direction, and he went somewhere else. Maybe he went right to the heart of Bowser's land or whatever. And Mario got to go to Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
So again, this might be about those two finding each other, helping each other.
What's cool is the potential for storylines here. Mario's story, Toad's story,
Luigi's
Bowser's story, Luigi's story,
Yeah, we got a lot.
Princess's story.
Yeah.
They have a lot of content to work with, and because there's no like comic book lore behind this, like Star Wars or Star Trek. Not necessarily comics behind Star Trek, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot of info on who Mario is other than the games that we have and some of those stories. And so I feel like they have some flexibility to maneuver within that world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. Got the dry bones. Always loved dry bones.
Dry bones.
And we're done.
Awesome.
We're out.
Go
We're
to
out.
that last scene. I just want to see that with him at the door.
Yeah, let's see if we can get any more hints.
I just
here.
want to see a little more. Once he closes.
So he goes in.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It could be anywhere, but definitely dry bones are attacking him. Fun. It looks exciting. Like what's your overall impressions of the show?
Overall, I'm excited about it. I mean, there's very few shows that I would be excited to show my boys. Again, I got 6 boys.
Or take them all to the theater.
Take them all to the theater. Like, this is one, there's almost none. Like, I'm not a huge theater goer. Part of the reason is we have little babies, which makes sounds in theaters. But this is one that I could see really wanting to go to.
Yeah, and I like it. I think that, I mean, my girls watched it and they thought it was cool. Had they shown, and again, this is our teaser.
Yeah, you're right.
But had they shown a glimpse of Princess, I think my girls would have been a little more excited.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, to them, it's like, yeah, I'll watch this. They'll watch anything.
You're right. They didn't go. They showed Brother Luigi, but it would have been the show Princess would have kind of pulled in a different demographic potentially.
Yeah.
And I hope they find a way to bring in Princess and make her a great character because she can be awesome.
A major character.
And even if she is captured and needs to be rescued, like she could be a powerful example, a powerful
a leader.
Yep. Obviously, she's a princess, and that could have been a huge thing to show.
Yeah.
And she might have a lesser part of the story. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I am excited. March 30th. I will definitely be keeping an eye on the upcoming trailers.
Yeah.
To see some more reveals that they have with it. But yeah. Let's talk about briefly about Nintendo and what they've done here. It's been years. I don't know the background completely, but from what I've read, Nintendo.
That was live action, right?
That was live action of Mario Brothers, and I remember watching it. I remember watching it at the theaters, and I loved it. Of course, I was a young kid and would love anything. But the original Mario, maybe pull up that trailer.
Yeah, I just want to see.
But the original movie came out, had some stars in it. I don't remember it. We'll have to watch it again. I don't know if it's been buried or where it's streaming. But I absolutely loved it.
I more remember the series.
Yep.
Right?
And before that, there was a series. There was a cartoon series with some live action characters at the beginning. Then they would jump into their animated series. And also they would dive into the Zelda series as well.
Yeah, you're
which
right.
I have fond memories of. And you can find that on Vudu and different sites. And it's still good today, the series. Surprisingly, it's good.
Let's just watch a little clip of this.
Yeah, let's watch a little. Yep. Is this
On
a
every
clip or a
vacation,
trailer?
This is a trailer.
There's someone like you
We're gonna skip this.
who reunited the family to
Advertisement
make up for lost time.
VHS. Touchstone. Nope, I was wrong.
Hollywood Pictures. And this was a big leap for them.
Yeah, and maybe this killed it for them wanting to make.
It killed it for a while.
It killed movies for all of
They
them.
basically haven't produced anything other than Pokemon movies.
Yeah.
Mario Brothers Plumbing, no leak too small.
Get that from an expert.
No, don't touch it. No, it's not a big problem. Just leave it to the professionals.
First,
We'll be right there.
That's the guy from Who
he's
Framed
great.
Roger Rabbit.
Ah, yeah.
You know what that means?
I love the accent.
This guy was famous too. I don't
That's,
even know. Law and Order or something? I don't know.
No, is that that's the voice of Sid from Ice Age.
No, really?
Yeah, he's famous. Yeah, I can't remember his name. But he's great. He must be Luigi.
Find some light,
Man,
So they go to a new world.
they had some plumbing problem.
Yeah, that's Sid from Ice Age. He's also in Romeo and Juliet
Oh, yeah.
with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Check out those effects, man.
Who's this Cobra clown? We gotta talk to that.
That's Dolph Lundgren.
Is it really? No.
Is it? No, not Dolph Lundgren. That's the guy from Lady Hawk. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This is kind of dark.
This is dark. This is a different era of movies, and
You may think of evolution
my
as
goodness, what is happening?
Yeah, I can see how this bombed. It's not the quirky fun. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Is that Glenn Close?
That's what my first thought was, but I couldn't get a good look at her.
Oh my
Oh, he
gosh.
becomes Bowser?
Wow. We'll have to watch this. This is
my
like
goodness,
some
what is
twisted,
going on?
like dystopian PG-13 Mario
Yeah,
Brothers
what-
movie. What's his name?
Wow, this is the Super Mario Brothers.
I did see this at theaters. I don't think Mom liked it.
No, I wouldn't think that Mom liked it.
John Leguizamo. That's his name.
Why would they dress up like that? Works much better animated.
I could see how that was a flop. And who knows? Maybe it turned. And Bob Hoskins, music by Alan Silvestri. He's talented.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Interesting.
That was interesting. It was painful to get through the trailer.
So it has been many, many years before Nintendo has ventured into this. It'll be interesting to read about how Illumination got the rights to this.
Yeah.
And the to what extent Nintendo has had with the writing and the acquisition or how this all went.
Yeah, exactly. How the rights got transferred over. So overall, I'm pretty excited to check it out.
It definitely is much more family friendly looking than the 1993 version.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you could take Mario and do that to it. That was pretty bad. So overall, I think it has good potential as good quality family entertainment. It has great potential for story, has great looking animation, great looking characters, great looking or great voice casting done. So I think it has a awesome potential.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
So
What do you think about the potential for any other thoughts on that, like your particular family, the family, considering what has been released recently, how it fits in, the current market? I know we have some new Minion movies that came out, the new Pixar movie coming out, which is Strange World.
yeah, I haven't watched that trailer yet.
So anyway, it seems fresh. It seems
does
like
seem fresh.
something new.
I feel like we've been in a hole.
Yeah, and it's taken everyone by surprise. Like, oh, and it's also hit everyone over the side of the head, realizing what we've never had a Mario movie.
Yeah.
like it seems
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah, and it looks like some of the 3D versions of Mario. It fits
Yep.
in that world. It looks great.
And to compare other video game movies recently, I mean, Sonic came out,
Yeah.
and they pulled it off.
They did pull it off.
Sonic was.
They had to rework it.
I enjoyed Sonic.
I enjoyed Sonic, and we enjoyed it with
One
the
and
family.
two,
My
yeah.
my boys loved it. One probably more than I liked. One way more than two.
yeah.
But
And I'm sure this will spawn others.
yeah. If
You
it's
know?
if it
this
doesn't
could be
bomb.
big. Yeah, this could be big. There's a huge international market.
Oh, absolutely.
For this
I mean,
as well.
what Japan has Nintendo World and everything like this
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, overall, I'm excited. I think I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Having seen so many
We've been let down before.
bad films, especially that Bad Boys. Is that what it's called? Bad Guys? Bad Guys from DreamWorks. That was a mess.
Yeah.
That was a mess. So I'm excited about this one. The last Minions movie you said was just okay
I did not enjoy it.
from Illumination, and
No.
so to see something fresh like this that is not, it's a new take on something we haven't
Yeah.
seen yet.
Yeah, it's not a rehash of something that we've seen a million times.
Yeah.
Overdone. They haven't pulled all the stories out from this world already. They haven't invented the multiverse of the Mario world already,
Yeah.
which drives me crazy.
And I'm sure if this is successful, they'll hash this out so much that we hate Mario.
Yeah, that's
Just
what
like
seems
we-
to happen. Just like
we hate
back in
Marvel.
That's what will happen with Marvel. They beat things to death until it's no fun anymore.
So I give this a
Yeah,
thumbs up.
I'm
so
with
to be
you.
able to watch this. I'm excited for this one. Let's see how it goes, and I'm sure we'll see some upcoming trailers, and we'll break those down.
Okay, we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, guys. Sunday Brothers out.
Peace.